Good evening, sir. I am Pranavi from second year from the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Today I am going to present a seminar on the topic Control Measures for Nuclear Hazards. So let's start. First is the 3 Mile accident, which is also known as TMI. It has occurred on March 28, 1979 near the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It is a combination of three failures, that is a triple failure. First is the equipment failure, a critical design failure, and the compounded operator errors, which has led to this accident. Next is the loss of coolant. The pressure relief valve, it caused a massive loss of primary coolant, which resulted in overheating and partial meltdown. Next is the public impact. There were no immediate deaths or injuries, but this accident has broken the public trust and it has been widespread the fear of nuclear energy. Next, the root causes are the unindicated relief valve. The open relief valve was not clearly indicated in the control room. Means the operators were not aware that there was a loss of coolant. Next is the misinterpretation of the data. The operators they focused on the pressurized water level incorrectly, and they believed that the system is full, that the system is okay, but the reactor was overly heated. And next is the aggravating actions. These operators they shut down the emergency coolant pumps, thinking that the system condition is okay. Next is the inadequate ergonomics, means the control room design was not in appropriate, means it was not a crisis response trained control room to handle such complex accident scenarios. Next, reactor design improvements, means the changes in the reactor made in the reactor after this TMI accident. First is the strengthened equipment. They changed all these equipments which enhance the reliability, including all the valves and the pipes. Next is the automatic safety features. Means they enhance more reliable and more automatic shutdown capabilities. Means the over when the reactor is overheated, it automatically shutdowns. Such changes have been done. Next, human factor engineering, means the control room design and the displays of the control room were totally changed, and the alarms, the fire alarms, the rescue alarms were all the clear, made it initiative and minimized to uh, for the operator errors during the stress. Next, new accident scenarios, that is beyond design basis. These are now incorporated into the safety analysis, bringing some increasing safety margin and the resilience. Next, next is the emergency response reform, means from reactive to proactive. Means reactive means the changes even when there is an emergency situation, the changes made uh, uh, the changes made it during the emergency response, that is immediate notification, means they made it mandatory to report all the planned events which are serious to the commission, that is NRC commission, Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Next, and this NRC made sure that they coordinated 24/7 such to not to record such accidents. Next, realistic drills. They implemented the regular complex emergency drill, including all the plant staff, regulators, local government authorities, and it has become the major standard procedure. Next is the public communication. They communicated with the public um, during such events to decrease the panic and to build the trust within the public. Next is the operator training revolution. Means the changes made in the operator training is formalized education, means formalized education of the NANT, that is National Academy of Nuclear Training, to standardize the education across the industries. Next is the rigorous license, means they made it federal mandatory of federal license for operators to continuously making them re-qualify again and again, and giving assessment every 5 years to maintain the competency. Next is a full scope simulation. It is a extensive use of full scope simulators. They which replicate the control rooms uh, to practice the high stress crisis scenarios. Operational audits means implementing the peer audits and industry wide programs to share the operational levels to not repeat the TMI accident once again. Next is the industry self regulation and safety culture, that is a INPO creation. INPO creation Informants Institute of Nuclear Power Operation. It was formed in 1979 to drive the excellence. Its main motto was to drive the excellence through the peer. Next is the safety culture focus. They focused on the safety culture to recognize the human performance, and it recognized the human performance as the most critical factor in the safety of the plant. Next is the peer reviews. Next, info that in the Institute of Nuclear Power Operations, they conduct the mandatory rigorous peer evaluations to get the best practices, ensuring high standard across all the plants. Next is NEI formation, the Nuclear Energy Institute. It was established to provide the representation and the dialogues with the government and the regulators. These industry initiatives complemented regulatory requirements, fostering continuous improvement outside the government oversight. Next, um, dramatic safety gains since 1979. The reforms have been led to verifiable, quantifiable improvements in such operational safety across the US. First is serious reactor events. Means such serious reactive events have been reduced nearly to zero from over the last few decades. Next is unplanned shutdown reduction. Means automatic manual shutdowns have been dropped nearly of 90% since 1985. Next, worker exposure cut. One sixth of the level radiation exposure to the plant workers has been reduced, recorded in 1985. Next is the capacity factor is 92%. Means US nuclear power plants, they consistently operate the at a range of 92% capacity factor, and they demonstrate the record reliability and operational excellence. Next, and these are the sustainable goals which uh, related to this topic: PO6, PO7, PO8, PO12. PO6 is the engineer and the society. It is related as it focuses on the societal safety and the legal frameworks in the nuclear energy. PO7, environment and sustainability, which emphasizes the sustainable energy use, environment protection. PO8 is ethics. It promotes the ethical responsibility in handling the nuclear technology. PO12 is the lifelong learning, encourages continuous learning and improvements in the safety and the technology. Next, let's conclude this topic by learning the lessons from this 3 mile accident. Next, the catalyst for the change. This TMI, it as accident, it served as an essential. like catalyst for sweeping and permanent safety reforms, and it has redefined this nuclear energy approach to risk. Continuous vigilance, continuous evaluation, and continuous innovation, enhancing the operator programming, training, the robust regulation made ensure that the nuclear industry is the main safety trajectory. Next, in safest industrial environment is US nuclear plants, and it has been statistically proven that US nuclear plants are the safest industrial environments worldwide, and it is the direct result of the TMI accidents. So, at last, I want to say that a constant culture of safety and operational excellence, it remains a paramount to both the people and the environment. Thank you.